Okay, we were back in Octopath Traveler 2, and we need to make our way over to Stormhail just to unlock this place. There's a few quests I can do there, like the final Ochette Chapter 2, because she has like 3 or 4 of them. So yeah, those died rather rapidly. So we need to go north. I think we have to go this way first before we can go up. Yep. So once upon a time I probably said the enemies here were a good fight. Now they are worthless to me. They get splattered just with splash damage. I think that led to a treasure. That time it was elementals, and I couldn't help myself to their almighty soul stones. So I got a couple more. So we have to go through him if we went through here. I'll take that, and good night.
Good night.
So it says danger level 36. Everyone here is a minimum of 40. Got a little banged up in that fight, but ultimately it wasn't worth it. It had its own special music, which is what was so weird. You'd think it was a special encounter or something. Gain about 500 to fight. I just need to see how much it takes to level up now. And that one was only worth 350. I don't know why they have their own music. You may... This is just a weird place. Silver ore. That one was 450, so the weasel is the least valuable enemy that appears here. And that was a 500 one. That was the 500 again. 3,500 to level up a party member. So I think... And that was the garbage 350. Did we already look over here? Yeah, we almost missed that. That would have been embarrassing. This might be the way we came from. Yes, it is. Right. Okay, that is blocked off. It's a little hard to see. Couldn't tell if there was a tunnel back there or not.
Let the show begin.
And what have we here?
My turn.
The Queen. She doesn't have a nuke skill. The closest thing she'll have is this.
My blade dances.
Prepare yourself. I'm sorry. To work.
I don't have my latent, which sucks. So the next best thing I can actually do is throw out a wind soul stone, because then I'll get the break bonus still.
You're welcome.
Okay, it survived past the first turn, so I don't get the one bonus. So it was JP we lost out on, but we got an additional 10% EXP for breaking the one dude. It's worth 1,000 EXP, which isn't really all that much, but the JP and the leaves are still good. So sadly you couldn't hear the unique music in that fight for this area. Let's drop a save real quick. Replaces the stone. Large silver ore. Right, we need to look here. So yeah, I wasn't really that impressed by that area. Although it's a little heartbreaking, we've gotten to the point where the Octopath Queen even doesn't really help us level. The Great Wall is definitely hiding a secret. Hey, you get the music. So this played every single fight
Very well.
inside of that tunnel.
Very good.
You don't really get to enjoy it though, because that went really, really fast.
Ha!
An elderly archaeologist who's studied the wall for many years now and shows no signs of stopping. He's contributed his own funds to the project, but no matter how much time and money he devotes to it, the infernal castle continues to elude him. Uh-oh. So, if you're a rational person wondering what this infernal castle nonsense is, it's the strongest of the secret dungeons of the game, and that is where the final key item for the cleric subjob is found. Believe it or not, the enemies here are worth a decent amount of leaves. We're almost at 400,000. And yes, I'm still too cheap to go buy gear. Oh, it's that simple. That was a lame 350 EXP fight. So we get some leaves, nothing else hidden over here. Okay, I found out I'm running out of time. Throne is fine. I got more Almighty Soul Stones, and Temenos is now much, much closer to level 60. He just hit 59. So I know this is a dungeon type thing. I've heard the name pop up now and then. The important thing is it's currently on the map, so we can come back later. Okay, so we're over in Stormhail and it's time to start looting the place. This cold feels like Stormhail. You'd best get inside as soon as you can. So I grabbed Cassidy real quick just to get some easy inquires, then we'll beat the truth out of the rest of the people at Temenos later. A man who has lived in this town for many years remembers all too well the era of strife before Clan May's arrival. He prays the current peace will hold, but it pains him to see the Sacred Guard rule with such a heavy hand. So yeah, I will need to pay attention to the person I bring with me. Trying to figure out like how to optimize the dances. Right now I just focus on sustain. There are two forces that run this town, Clan May and the Sacred Guard. A polite and mild-mannered man with outsized influence in town. He is in the good graces of the Sacred Guard and Clan May, but slanders them in private in the hopes they'll both be chased out. Carries a particularly strong grudge against the Sacred Guard. You can see we have easier inquiries now, so if it wasn't easy enough, should be a little bit better. What became known as the War of the Great Wall began as a skirmish along the walls of this very town. I also did look at beneath the wall. That's the entrance to the Infernal Castle, it turns out. A historian on a journey through Celestia's historic sites, seeking to uncover something long hidden. He's come to be known as an explorer based on these exploits alone. This trip finds him looking at centuries-old castle walls, as well as the fabled secret peak Altahi? I don't know. That could be decent, but I'll look at the list. That I think there's a full list of what everyone offers, and then you can decide which one you want as your partner. The mom I have now is actually my second mama. A young girl who's always looking after her younger brother. She's quite mature and responsible for her age. Though told her that her mother passed away from an illness, she knows that her mother was actually executed by the Sacred Guard for being a heretic. Hand-sewn gloves. That's not too bad, believe it or not. If you know you're going up against something that's going to be lobbing a lot of magic at you, that's one of the go-to items, looks like. I want to see my first mama again. A meek and rather shy young boy who doesn't respond to his new mother, even when spoken to. Tends to hide behind his sister despite knowing his stepmother means well. Deep inside, he feels it would be disrespectful to his birth mother to get close to his new one.
I'll take...
Empty. I really admire the teachings of the Order of the Sacred Flame, but the Sacred Guard scares me. A former teacher from Montwise who began tutoring two young children after their mother passed. She eventually married their father and became their stepmother. Yeah, we have better than that, I think. It's freezing, but the pain's worse, I swear. It's colder than it was last year. Like, if they could just give me a consistent 3, I think I'd rather have that. A lively young man who opposed to both the clenching fists of Clan May and the oppressive rule of the Sanctum Knights. He's managed to remain calm thus far, but seems likely to explode the slightest provocation from either side.
I'll take...
A lot of the stuff they offer is just junk. I think we can walk across to this knight's armor. Okay, that's actually a lot better than I thought it would have been. This might be something for Hikari. Either him or Oswald, because those are the two most likely to duel someone. You have a side quest. But first... Oh, my husband handles all the transactions here. Okay, I had to step away there again. So, neat fact, if you've been paying attention to the splices here, you'll notice I roughly go like 15 minutes before an interruption pops in. So that's why sometimes I don't actually get to provide the commentary for like the long story segments. It's going on, I'll leave it running in auto, walk away, and then watch it after the fact. That's usually why I don't give my thoughts until like I'm doing the journal or something right after that final interruption, because then I'm actually up to date on everything. Woman always stays close to the shopkeeper. She has a friendly smile for everyone, but her eyes don't relieve the shop owner or his daughter. Neat fact, that's also why I don't really do a lot of visual novels nowadays. I spend 15 minutes recording, get called away, forget where I'm at, watch 15 minutes of it to find out what just happened. By the time I'm done watching what I recorded, then it's time to go to the next distraction. Daughter of a local shopkeeper, clearly terrified of something, gives no hint as to what. Lives with her widowed father.
Thank you.
Let's see what she has to steal. So I imagine she wants us to make her disappear. Hello? Oh dear, forgive my daughter, she's forgotten her manners. We should greet our customers with confidence and charm. Hello there, how can I help you? But, do as your mother says, dear. Yes, of course. Hello there. A disquieting shop. Okay, out with it, what's going
Good
on?
night.
That woman's a thief. Call the Sanctum Knights. She burst into the shop and threatened my father with a knife. Said she'd killed so many others already. She was smiling as she said it. It was terrifying. You were very brave and that helped us fine traveler see what was happening. I don't know how to thank you. You saved my daughter's life. You saved us both. Thank you. So we get another nut. This whole thing is nuts if you ask me. Welcome. Take a look around. Shout if you need anything. It's only one turn, sadly. Oh wait, I don't have Partitio. Never mind. Yes, I'm gonna be that cheap. So that's an inspiriting plum, in case you're wondering. Watch what you say around here. As good as dead if you catch the eye of the Sacred Guard. A woman who has lived in this town for many years. She had an unfailingly positive demeanor until her son was accused of heresy and taken away with the Sacred Guard. She's been in low spirits ever since. Her son remains in custody. Yeah, I don't think that's that big a heal. There it is. Light coin pouch. So yeah, all those jokes I made about the Spanish Inquisition, it looks like they're actually doing it here. The building before you is the Sacred Guard's headquarters, though I think that should be obvious. That one's a little interesting. His armor is a joke, though. Sanctum Knight unafraid to use the air of authority his position confers upon him. He's quick to strike an intimidating attitude and has been known to make an example out of innocent folk, interrogating and outright restraining them. Don't locate him.
That was very helpful.
Only hunters and those with a genuine death wish would dare climb that place at this time of year. A man hired by the Sacred Guard on the merits of his swordsmanship. His prior poor conduct was only exasperated by his new position of power. The Sacred Guard has entrusted him with doing their dirty work and plan to use him as a scapegoat should worst come to worst. Like that fire attack is a little tempting. Seriously, a silver sword at this stage of the game?
I'll take that.
So I was wondering where we'd find the weapon shop. I introduced her to a friend of mine, but it seems that was a mistake. He's never met a whim he didn't like, you see. Last thing he said was making his off for Merry Hills. Yes, you should be more critical. That one actually is pretty good. Need to remember this guy exists. A man hailing from Stormhail who befriended a man named Eugis at a tavern. Someone admires the entertaining sociable man who's the opposite of himself.
Thank you.
A woman who cannot forget her long-vanished lover, though blessed with a voice that resonates from deep within her abdomen. She was taught to be ashamed of this by her parents. As a result, she speaks in a quiet mumble and keeps her resilient personality hidden. That's also another good one. Fork it over. Apparently that was the quest. I thought I'd be mad, but I feel as though a weight has been lifted from my breast. Turns out my fond memories of him were a prison. I was a mere plaything to him, something he could cast aside without a second thought. You're a rotten, callous bastard, you just... Oh my, that felt good. Thank you. If not for you, I wouldn't have seen the truth. Alluring ribbon. So ends the tale of lingering love. No more dwelling in the past. I'm looking ahead to tomorrow and the rest of my life. So I wonder if you're able to find him and bring him here to complete that one. As for the ribbon, that boosts the encounter rate. So that's very handy if you want to grind. You must be an outsider. Humbly entreat you not to pester us with trifling nonsense. Aegis sword, actually decent. A highborn Sanctum Knight. She's quite good with a sword and has a mind like a steel trap, but her arrogance and lack of empathy have done her no favors. To which she has achieved nothing since assuming control of a small regiment. That one sucks. Like, if it were at least both buffs for 2 turns, maybe? Oh, we just stole an Aegis Sword. We can put that on Casty there. I think I'd rather keep the crit, though. It's definitely an improvement for Throne, if nothing else. Platinum Hatchet, Expert Bow, Quartz Rod. The shield's a large improvement for a few of them. The Great Helm's actually really good for Throne. So yeah, we'll come back with Partitio. Could be someone out here that's going to boost the inventory selection too. Probably this guy since he's an arms merchant. The winds that blow down from the Sacred Peak are a force to be reckoned with. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm not impressed by evasion in this game. Merchant who supplies the Sacred Guard with their arms. Sanctum Knight's position requires them to have high quality arms, and there are many among them who would place importance on their weapons' appearance as well. Thus, his ornate high-priced weapons continue to sell. So we can get an Ogre's Bane, an Imperial Axe, Thunderstorm Amulet. Fork it over. Otherwise, I'll go get Oswald and take it by force. Out of curiosity, what does he offer? Oswald would just curb stomp that poor chump. It would take more than this cold to stop me. We trained for this. That's a good one. Hard-working Sanctum Knight, though not blessed with strength nor particularly strong constitution as a child, he trained his way into the Sanctum Knights. He has forgotten who he used to be, and his enthusiasm for helping the weak makes him popular with the people.
Thank you.
Sharp Nut. Let's see what we have over here. We'll actually go into their headquarters, even though I doubted they'd let you in here unless you're doing Temnos' story, but it's possible things will change when you go in here for the story. Welcome to the Sacred Guard headquarters. How may I assist you? A cleric who works as a receptionist at the Sacred Guard headquarters. She keeps a detailed list of all visitors, expected and otherwise, and knows the name, personality, and predilections of every single Sanctum Knight. So once again, this one wouldn't be that bad if it were guaranteed a minimum of 2. And I know you can do the one thing, the one dancer skill to make it from 2 to 4. It's just, I'd rather use that to make it to 3, and then there are other ways to boost and extend it. I firmly believe that the Sacred Guard preserves order and justice. Reflect 1 elemental attack. I doubt that's on me. Seriously? Like, this is good, the other stuff sucks. An upright Sanctum Knight obsessed with the idea of justice. He listens earnestly to the words of heretics, and once saved a suspect from drowning in a river. Should the final judgment determine them guilty, however, he won't hesitate to execute. You can keep that one. I don't know a whole lot. You better off speaking to someone up higher the chain than me. A woman who became a Sanctum Knight for the salary as her family was in need of money, but has little personal interest in the Sacred Flame's teachings. The girl has 5 children, she knows how to look after others, and frequently lends an ear to troubled townsfolk. The Order of the Sacred Flame and the Sacred Guard have upheld order on the Eastern Continent for the last 100 years. Very nice. Cleric assigned to handle requests from the Order's many churches and evaluate how and where to dispatch Sanctum Knights. There are all sorts of requests, of course, but he prioritizes heretic removal above all others. Like, that is extremely good. This, so-so. Oswald might be able to make use of it, but I don't think Temnos can. Strengthening Serum. I was ordered to safeguard this location, so I shall. I'll take that shield. Very expensive shield. An incredibly serious Sanctum Knight who believes in carrying out orders by any means necessary. Perhaps predictably, he is also incredibly set in his ways, and it takes significant effort to get him to yield on anything.
Thank you.
And we'll knock him out later. Assuming he's still there. Is this a door? Lightning amulet. This is pure rumor, but I've heard that there are secret stacks in this very headquarters that hold all manner of forbidden tomes. Must be level 60 or higher. So they don't tell you what Boost from Beyond is, but if you have to be level 60, it's gotta be something to note. Incredibly benevolent Sanctum Knight, she was an elite Sanctum Knight with a bright future ahead of her until she committed insubordination in order to shield one of her charges from harm. She was demoted but has no regrets. Sweet. I'm not seeing any bubbles, so must not have anyone there to talk to. You ought to believe in the sacred flame, only adherents may receive its protection. An overly ambitious elite Sanctum Knight who has usurped his superior's position by trapping him in a situation that saw him demoted. He has and will not reflect upon his actions, rather he will continue removing whoever he sees as obstacles in his path to greatness. That's pretty lame. Only one? Pomegranate. Light Soulstone Large. I haven't really had much use for those, I'm afraid. Like, medium is enough to kill the Octopaths and the Kates. Oh, it's nighttime now. So I'm like, where did everyone go? No one? Okay. I'm not going that way. I assume that's Oshet's thing, and that's supposed to be like the quarantined area. That might be where Temenos' story ends. Actually, while we were there, I'm holding the up stick to go right back. So you're going to have 2 load screens back to back, potentially 3 if there's nothing here. Oh, that's that. What have we here? Oh, that's the end. Guess that's a good place as a start. I want to climb into the summit of the Sacred Peak, but I reckon it's nigh impossible this time of year. Okay, he's been looted. Herb of our Olive of Life. Sacred Guard wasn't always as fearsome. Clan May's rule hasn't been so bad, though I doubt they could stand up to the larger nations. So actually, the thing in the back could be Clan May, couldn't it? Try as I might, I cannot seem to get through to the children. Good night. My brother and I are good kids, so don't say anything to the Sacred Guard, okay? I'd be lost without her. She saved me. Sacred Flame's protection is available to any and all diligent believers. Out of curiosity, huh? We can't see, like, how strong he is. Call me if you need me. I do my job, and that's all I can do. So this is gonna be a bit of a tough one.
Very well. I think not. To work. Atone for your sins. Come on. Ha!
Scent of blood wafts off the sanctum night, and his grim conscience tests her nature hasn't helped endear him to the locals. He's actually been entrusted with slaying monsters to keep the town safe, and chooses to battle on in silence rather than try to explain himself. Clan May and the Sacred Guard are locked in a battle for control of this place. If you need anything, just give me a holler. I'm ready to help anytime. And I just remembered something. Where's the item shop? Are we able to buy the soundtrack for this place here? No. There should be a song for sale in the item shops of each of the characters' starting towns, so if you want them, go get them. Up to you. We are of Clan May. Have you seen anything unusual? Do you guys count? Huh. So the sword's not too bad. I mean, it's a ubiquitous enough weapon where you can probably put one on everyone. So the 8 has me a little boy.
So sorry. Oh dear.
Could be wind, light, darkness. I could have just burned him up there, but I'm gonna skip completely.
Very. Let's have a.
Yep. It's even weak to stick.
Oh dear. You won't.
I couldn't get any SP back because he was actually dead already. Clan May soldier. Though the land is currently controlled by Clan May, the Sacred Guard headquarters upon it is older. To avoid causing unnecessary conflicts between the two, Clan May soldiers only go out to make their rounds at night. Clan May rules with a just hand, unlike the Sacred Guard. I think she's 46, that's why she's able to get that. Temnos is 59, though.
To work.
These guys are not very
So sorry.
resistant to magic.
Very. Let's have a.
Light, dark, and stick.
That's all. Oh dear. You won't.
And since that guy still had life left in him, I got 110 SP. The nephew of Kunzo, vassal of Lady Raimei. He followed in his uncle's footsteps and became a soldier, or so he says. He's actually fallen in love with Lady Raimei and serves her wholeheartedly. As a pawn. Take it. Don't worry, I have ways of making you talk. You'll never expect them.
To work.
You know what? Let's try this one first.
You won't.
So, total 3 weapon types.
So sorry.
That was his last attack, by the way.
Let's have a. Oh dear. You won't.
Sanctum Knight, who was only recently transferred to the headquarters from their former position in Candlebreen. The extreme cold has rendered her unable to respond or react in any meaningful way. They won't even give her a coat. I shouldn't joke because I know some places that are kind of like that. Well, she managed to get over that, man. To be quite honest, I was worried about her. No more dwelling in the past. I'm looking ahead to tomorrow and the rest of my life. Well, I just noticed that there. Another day, another pile of orders. Sacred Archer contains all sorts. Okay, card crashed. We are outside the weapon shop. I figured there would be more items in the graveyard here. Maybe even a side quest or two. actually look at the gained loot we've picked up after I finish looting this place. Welcome to the Sacred Guard headquarters. How may I assist you? Firmly believe the Sacred Guard preserves the order and justice. Oh man, went back to day. We are to punish all non-believers. It's another fine day to be grateful for the Sacred Flame's protection.
Where was I? Hey, is that the spot?
Oh boy.
That's all. To work. Let's have a look. Very well.
It'd be awesome if I could find a boss with a set of weaknesses like that.
Hey.
Merchant whose business spans the whole of the Eastern continent. His large donations to the Sacred Guard have earned him many benefits, and he has reported several of his competitors as heretics. Flair's Admonishment. So that actually sounds cool. Let's check it out. Oh boy. So with her as a thief, I want her to continue holding this. I'm probably going to end up giving the axe. I can give this one to her, I think. It's going to lower her defenses, but the power boost can't be beat. The healing one's going over to Ochette. May the Sacred Flame watch over all the people of this world.
Time.
We've only found one blessing in disguise so far, but we have quite a few of the rosaries.
Where was I?
Oh boy. She's gonna be a tough bat, isn't she?
So sorry. Oh dear. To repent. Let's have a look.
Okay, she is weak to lightning.
Oh dear. Smite them. That's all. To work. Hey. Very well.
And it ends here.
I won't back
Better
down.
pray, alright. Can't argue with that assessment. Wow. 0 lightning speeds.
Oh dear.
Well, her prayers were answered, I guess. So keep in mind I've now crossed the threshold where I'm not going to get all my SP back.
So sorry. Where was I?
I can't even hit her with a stick for regen. And with only one
Smite
left.
Very good. Ha!
Guide with ease. A cleric who prays for the good of all humankind, for those who have been punished by the Sacred Guard, and for those sacred knights who carried out the punishments. She even prays that the heretics might also receive the Sacred Flame's grace. Servant is a sanctum is my calling. No. No. You can keep those both. So I wanted to hold on to my leg for a fight like this.
Oh dear. I think not. To work.
Okay. So, I could analyze if I want to find out everything. Against my better judgment, we're going to do that. It's weak to stick of all things.
Oh dear. You won't get me now. This won't do. Very well.
So I'll heal here.
Here.
I was thinking about using the EX
Oh
skill.
dear. How's that for you?
I was worried about that one. I didn't even need to cut loose.
Ha.
A Sanctum Knight whose parents were killed in a heretical uprising. Her subsequent zeal for uncovering heresy has led to frequent incidents of vigilantism. Sacred Guard is aware of her actions, seem content to look the other way. Many speak ill of the Sacred Guard. Those same people would no doubt be in a world of trouble if we were to investigate them. I have no business with outsiders like yourself. You have junk, and I'm gonna make you pay for me stealing that junk. Least you could do is have something worth stealing, man.
Very well. Oh dear. That's all. To work. Let's have a look.
When
So sorry. Very well. You won't get me back.
okay, I think he'd be dead. Oh,
Ah!
well, I can dead.
Now try. Ha!
Sanctum Knight investigating corruption at her superior's request. Despite being a source of it, she's engaged in multiple fraudulent schemes to save money for her sick mother's treatments. Her officer's intentions are laudable, but must be removed for mothers to live. Is the superior the source of it? I don't know what the whole "he must be removed for mothers to live" thing is supposed to be. We will purge the Sacred Guard of its wicked customs.
Very well.
Nothing.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, using a magic attack against Temnos is not the smartest of ideas.
Fear not, I will keep you from harm. Where was I? You won't get me back. Oh dear. You won't get me back. Ha!
Sanctum Knight who has fiercely upheld opinions about justice that compel him to remove what he sees as the rot eating away at the Sacred Guard. To that end, he's ordered his subordinates to collect evidence of wrongdoing. We'll get this antique coin out of the way. Make sure no one's hiding up here. No one in the library at night, that's boring. So, did we explore the entire place now? Because I didn't find any better weapon additions, at least not yet. It's possible it's like Partitio's thing, where you actually have to beat the chapter and then the NPC appears. What was it you had? Oh yeah, now it's my time. So I'm going to put the break here off camera. I'm going to do my shopping with Partitio to spec everyone up, and I will see you guys next time. The Hero of Light, thanks for watching, and goodbye.